Good day to Dr. Te. Today, me and my groups will be presenting about our group assignments. This is my group members. There is a total of 6 of us in a group. Moving forward, Visual Studio 2019 is a software released by Microsoft. It supports multiple programming languages such as C++, Python, and more. And to proceed with our assignments, we have to understand and know about OpenGL, which is also known as Open Graphic Library. And according to TechCreme 2018, it provides user or developer a basic set of commands that is used for computer graphic programming. This project will consist of the development of a computer graphic system based on tasks given, and by referring to available tutorial provided by OpenGL. The team also performed modification towards the programming code as an evidence of our understanding. For part A, we'll be setting up Visual Studio 2019 for OpenGL programming. The first step is to assure all configuration be at time 64. This is to assure the program will run smoothly and correctly. The second step is to assure all needed files are included in the library directories and included directories. As for the third step, in the linker input, user will need to include necessary file in the additional dependency. And on the last step, once all the setup is done, users may include file that is needed in the source file to proceed with their programming. And once the program is running, a window will appear. This indicates that the program is complete without error.
Hello, my name is Felix Yusitin, matrix number 69723. My part is task 1, Hello Triangle. This task is done by creating the vertex and to compile the solder result in the orange triangle. The first modification we made is we changed the source code in line 23 and 141. Step 1, we changed the frame color into 4.0, 2.5, 5.2, and 3.5. And step 2, we changed the GL clear color into 1.2, 0.3, 0.3, and 1.0, and then the output is the triangle is turned to white. The second modification, we repeat the same step but we replace the different number. Step 1, we change the frame color into 2.0, 3.5, 0.5, 3.0, and step 2, we change the GL clear color to 3.0, 0.5, 0.5, and 2.0. And then the output is the triangle become yellow. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Nusha Zani binti Kwan with the matrix 71140. I'm going to present the task 2, which is camera system for free movement in 3D environment. In this task 2, is develop a camera movement in a computer graphic program. It is run with x64 platform in Visual Studio Code by including necessary OpenGL, file and source. This task was involve a 3D environment. If the program is successful, the camera movement will be able to perform two features, which is zooming and panning. For example, panning is when you move the mouse pad either to the left or to for the camera system modification, the first modification down towards the program is by adding features such as camera zoom in and zoom out. The mouse scrolling allows us to zoom in and zoom out on camera movement tasks. Apart from that, the modifications allow allow user to look around the environment. For example, the camera is able to look up, to look down, which is moving down, moving up, moving left, and moving right.
My name is Faiz Muhammad. Magic number 69667. Touch-free multi-light. By using the multi-light in the script, the operator form having a single color vector that presents the complement of the output color. For each light, the light attribution to the complement is added its output color vector. So each light is the screen will be calculated individual impact they attribute the final output color. The actual code will likely differ per implementation, but the general structure remains the same. The define several functions that calculate the impact per light, so the editor writing color to an output color vector. For example, two lights or the close performance, they combine attribution with the result when converting payment compared to the payment being made by the single light core. For the multi-light modification, the image shows the light source set with the defined light properties as the green color. Our team did a first change to the color, the value, and the one purpose. We went on the light variation to the editor to make sure the light match with the environment.
My name is Muhammad Sharifizam bin Yaakob and my metric is 70652. I'm doing task 4, which is shadows on the floor and the cubes. Shadows are a result of the absence of light due to occlusion. When a light source like rays do not hit an object, because it gets occluded by some other objects, the object is in shadow. Shadows add a great deal of realism to a lit scene and make it easier for a viewer to observe spatial relationship between objects. They give a greater sense of depth to our scenes and objects. For example, we can see the following image of a scene with and without shadows. The modification is changing the texture of the cubes. The texture of the cubes is replaced to the awesome faces. The second modification is adding a rotate function to rotate the 3 cubes.
Hello, my name is Mark Cornelius bin Julian and my metric number is 70305. I will presenting for the task 5, which is texture PBR materials. So PBR is actually stands for physically based rendering. It's a method of shading and rendering that provides a more accurate representation of how light interacts with surfaces. So the first modification that we have made is we are trying to manipulate the brightness of the 4 dim lights to make it brighter, and then we make it dimmer. The picture shows that the brightness of the 4 lights was quite dim, and it is quite difficult to see the 4 lights from a distance. To make sure that the change in brightness can be seen, we first change the position of the 4 lights in position close to each other horizontally. So in order to do that, we change the x-axis, y-axis, and the z-axis, which shows in here. We change for all the 4 lights, and the result can be seen here. Now the 4 lights is now positioned close to each other horizontally. After that, we can also manipulate the brightness of the 4 lights. Doesn't matter if you want to make it brighter or dimmer, and it can be done by changing the codes as shown below. Just now the 4 lights was 300 for this code, and after that we change it to 900 to make it more bright, and the result can be seen here. And if we want to make the light dimmer, we just change this number to a smaller number. In this case, we change it to 100, and the lights will become dim. The result can be seen here. For the second modification, and we try to change the position of the 5 balls, and as we see in here, the 5 balls was originally close to each other horizontally. So we did a little bit of change for the x-axis, y-axis, and the z-axis for all 5 balls, and then the result can be seen here. Now the 5 balls is sit in a vertical position instead of the horizontal. As a conclusion, according to an article written by Geeks for Geeks 2020, a set of images that is created and manipulated in its pixel form that is drawn in computers is called computer graphic. In this project, our team have successfully used the function and features provided by Visual Studio 2019 with the help of OpenGL platform to complete the task of performing a computer graphic system on the given task. Despite the challenge, our team still managed to perform each modification with the help of OpenGL and other available tutorial. That is all from us. Thank you very much for listening.